And so if you're someone listening today who's never actually like started the dream, that God's given you in your heart, or the vision that you have, or the thing that you want to, I guarantee you it's not because you're lazy, it's because you're overwhelmed. Well, hey there, my friends. Welcome back to the podcast. I want to chat with you today about taking that God-given idea that you have, that dream in your heart, that vision for something different, and turning it into something that's like an irresistible offer that you can sell on the internet. All right. So let me just ask you real quick. And if you're watching on YouTube, yes, I'm in cutoff shorts and a tank top. It just is what it is. So if you see my kneecap, sorry, it's a PG podcast. But I want to ask those of you that are listening, like, I talk to women every day who have big dreams, like big, big. And I talk to women every day who have like several things in their brain that they could create, that they could launch, that they could build, that they could bless the world with. I've got women who are like, I would love to do a Bible study and I want to write a book and I want to start doing some mentoring for teenagers. And I would like to have a clothing boutique and give proceeds to, an organization that I really believe in. Like I hear those things all day. But what happens is always people wonder, where do I even start? Where do I even start? And like, I get it because I was once upon a time right there with you. All right. So here's like the hard truth with all the love in my heart. You've got to get really clear on what it is that you're going to sell. I had a boot camp last week where I talked about this, that clarity is so stinking important, but clarity alone does not pay the bills. Okay. Can we all agree about that? Your mortgage will not get paid just because you've got a great idea and you become really clear on it. So you can know what it is that you want to sell online. You can know like exactly who you want to sell it to, price for it, all those things. But until you actually like do it, build it, put it out there, nobody's life gets changed. And I know that that sounds like so basic, but I think well-meaning women who love Jesus, like they forget that if you don't get something out there, your life doesn't change, and the people who you could be positively affecting, their life doesn't change either. Let me give you an example. I, on occasion, will have somebody, message me, send me a DM, send me an email, note by pigeon carrier, whatever. No, it's not pigeon carrier, it's carrier pigeon. This is what happens when you're 53. It's pigeon carrier. No, it's kid. What is it? Pigeon carrier? No, carrier pigeon. Okay. Oh my gosh, my family in Iowa who has pigeons. I'm just going to say pigeons. They'd be so disappointed in me. Anyhow, I'll get a note from somebody. And the note will say like something about how maybe, my training changed their life, changed their family's life. Okay. I had a message. I was in Home Goods the other day and I'm doing some shopping. And I hope that maybe this girl is listening. It's a girl from Liberty that I met in the Home Goods. I know she's about my age. She's got kids about my age. She has a daughter that's married. That's kind of all the context I got from her because we were talking about our son Easton getting married. And she was saying, I just want you to know that, like, because of you, I started my painting business years ago. And she's since stopped, but it blessed me so much, right? And she said, it was because of me. Now listen, it's never because of one thing. I could have been a little tiny piece of it, but she's saying it's because of me. Well, the truth is, like, the only reason I started business coaching, the only reason I started doing what I'm doing, the only reason like I took that leap of faith was because I started coaching with Sandy Krakowski 12 years ago. Okay. If Sandy hadn't coached, I wouldn't have found her on the line. I mean, could you make the argument that God would have put somebody else in front of me with an ad or something on Facebook? Yeah, quite possibly. But all I know is that because Sandy was willing to do what she did, I was willing to do what I did. That girl in Home Goods was willing to do what she did. And who knows who's coming up behind her, right? And so I think we forget that sometimes if you don't do the thing that God's asking you to do, if you don't actually start putting into place the thing that you're dreaming about, like it's not going to change your life or anybody else's because God never operates in a way where it's only about you. He never does. Anything that God does has a residual effect on other people, or it has like a multiplication effect, a domino effect, a snowball effect, whatever you want to call it. But it will affect you, and there is a ripple effect that goes out. It always affects others, always. Both when you do something negative that has negative consequences, or something fabulous that has positive consequences. That's just because we're not like an island in the stream. That was a fabulous song from Kenny Rogers, who I just love and miss, and Dolly Parton, who I also love and adore. It was a great song, but it's not actually real life. Okay. So the road to success is paved with good ideas. Nope. Bzzzt, wrong. It's paved with execution. I mean, isn't there some saying that's like, The road to hell is what's paved with good intentions. So it's great that you have an idea, but it's the person that gets out of the shower and does something with the idea that's going to change the world. That's what the creator of Atari said. And so you can't just dream the dream. You've got to actually do the work, and you need help, probably, is going to be my guess, to do that well. So the problem that most women face is this: we are drowning in information overload. I mean, any person that comes to me for business coaching, I should just ask them up front, how many other coaches are you working with? How many other people who do what I do are you on their email list? How many podcasts are you listening to every week from great people? And it's not that any of that is bad. It's just too much, too much, too much, too much. People need to shut it off because we're drowning in information and tutorials and downloads and workbooks and workshops and boot camps and tips and emails. We're drowning in that. But what women are actually like needing, if they're going to move the needle and actually get something for sale online and change their life, is support, structure, and execution. Support, structure, and execution. Like those are what women actually like need. But they just keep consuming more and more and more from all these different places, thinking that at some point they're going to get like the ding, 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 aha moment and then make some different choices. And I just don't know that that's the truth. And so if you're someone listening today who's never actually like started the dream, you know, that God's given you in your heart, or the vision that you have, or the thing that you want to, I guarantee you it's not because you're lazy, it's because you're overwhelmed. You don't need another idea from me. You need like a framework that you can actually follow, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to work with someone that will actually get you to the finish line. Am I right? Like you're not lazy. You just don't even know where to start. So the good news is I got to tell you about Offer Magnet. This is the brand new course that my team has created. This is like the step-by-step roadmap that's going to help you to take your God-given idea and turn it into an actual offer that people want to buy online. This is the thing that whether you're starting from scratch or whether you've already launched something and it had mediocre results or no results, like this is the thing that's going to change all of that, because this is what is going to help you if you have a skill or a story or a testimonial or a strength. And you're wondering, how can I turn this into a product or a service or something I can sell online? If that's you, this is what you need. Offer Magnet is the step-by-step course to show you exactly how to do that. Okay. So if you've ever tried to like sell something online and you got crickets, or people were confused, or if you've ever been like called to your business and you feel a sense of urgency, listen, I always love when people talk about the scripture from Jeremiah that says, I know the plans that I have for you, says the Lord. And yet they've been sitting on God's ideas for years. It's 2 years, tick, 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 tick. It's 3 years, tick, 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 tick. And they're thinking when they finally figure it out, when they finally get the website good enough, when they finally figure out what to charge for it, whatever else, like they know God has a plan for them. And yet they forget that there are timelines with plans. They forget that there are expiration dates with plans. I just planned to send my daughter to South America just in the last 24 hours. We have signed up Ava Baby to do serving in Peru. This is my daughter's, this is her idea. She wants to do it. It's going to be fine, right? Every mother out there, just tell me it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. If you're going to tell me it's going to be other than fine, do not DM me. I'm serious. Do not DM me, because God and I are already having our chats. I have given my daughter my blessing. My husband has given our daughter a blessing, but she's going to be serving in Peru this summer because she wants to. And that is a long, long way from Kansas City, in case you don't know. All right. And so what the heck is my point? Why did I bring up my daughter in Peru? Dun, 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 dun. Lord, bring it back, because I just got off on a tangent. I just got on a tangent. What it was, I don't know, friend. I don't know. All right, well, let me get back to my notes here. If you feel like you have been called to a business, the plan. We were talking about the plan. And in the book of Jeremiah, it talks about, I know the plans for you, says the Lord. People get that tattoo and they get that bumper sticker and they stencil it on their walls and it's lovely. But they forget that all plans come with a date. Ava's got a plan to go to Peru. We've got a date she's leaving, a date she's coming home. I mean, plans aren't just like generic. Sometime in your life, Jennifer, I hope that you'll da. I mean, that's great, but that's not going to get anything done. And so if you are someone who feels like there is no time to waste, you feel a sense of urgency. Do any of you ever feel that sense of urgency? I know for me, I can have it like physically manifest a little bit. When God's like, chop, chop, sis, let's go. I'll kind of feel that. Woo! Got a little heart palpitation going. Got a little, can't get my breath real deep going. Got a little, stomach ache going until I actually like do the thing that God's asking me to do, whether it's a phone call, whether it's write an email, whether it's make a decision, or whether it's launch another part of my business. And so if you're someone who feels like there is no time to waste for you to be guessing and Googling, or if you're somebody who already has had something for sale, like I said, but it's not converting, this course is exactly for you. You can go to offermagnet.biz, okay? Offermagnet.biz, not .com, .biz, and read all about it. Here is what this is going to help you with, okay? And this is who it's also for. It's an 8-week long program. I need you to know that first of all. We're going to nail down your exact transformation that your offer is going to provide to people online. So you're not just selling stuff. You're not selling 20 different things. You're selling a result. We're going to help you choose the right format for your offer. Should you do a coaching package? Should you do a course? Should you do a monthly membership? How should you like package that? Should it be a service-based industry, etc.? We're going to help you name it, price it, and pre-sell it with absolute confidence. We're going to help you to map it out. I show you how we map everything out, how we build it, how we launch it, without letting perfectionism or like tech problems stop you. Listen, I said in my last week, where was we at? It was in the boot camp, and I'm going to make sure I've got the exact numbers for you. I told people that I've offered everything from a course, my Creators Roadmap Better Way program made $4.8 million over the course of a couple of years. I've had a mastermind, which made $2.6 million. My monthly coaching group hit the $2 million a year mark back in 2018. You can Google, there's an article in Forbes about that. And so I have launched a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. I've launched software, I've launched a product line. I've launched monthly things, yearly things, quarterly things, all those things. So we're going to help you figure out how to launch that. And by the end of you taking the offer magnet, we want you to have a clear, sellable offer, something that makes complete sense to you, makes complete sense to your buyer, and you feel really confident about selling. You're going to have your price, your structure, your delivery plan, your tech setup, and most of all, you're going to have some momentum. So if you've been stuck, like be stuck no more. Go to offermagnet.biz, all right? There are 8 modules of training for those of you who are like, okay, what does it include? You do get 2 free months of Equip 360 software. That is my all-in-one tech software. You also get access to the Tech Vault, which is all like the step-by-step tutorial. So you can have your website here, your email here. You can schedule social media here, set up a calendar for clients here, but you get 2 months of that for free, which by the way is worth almost $300. You're going to get all the messaging tools to help you decide what you're selling with clarity. You're going to get a workbook that walks you through every step. We give you the email sequences you need. We're going to help you figure out, do you need bonuses? We've got something we're giving you as a bonus, it's called the bonus stack builder. We're going to give you a calculator to help you figure out the price so that you know if I price it at this, I sell this many, I'll get to here, and it helps you work things backwards. Yes, you could use your own calculator for that, but this is way better because this is something that we built. So there you go. And we're going to help you to name whatever it is that you're selling, because if it doesn't have a good name, it's going to be hard to sell. So listen, there are 3 different ways that you can take Offer Magnet. And I would love to teach you in any of the ways. The first one is self-paced, meaning if you want to work at your own speed and you don't need any community, you don't need any like help on Q&A calls, etc. It's $9.97. Sign up for the self-paced. So again, you go to offermagnet.biz, sign up right there. Most people are going to take the guided version, which means you get live weekly coaching calls with myself, possibly Team Allwood joining me on a few. You get group accountability and you get personalized feedback from Team Allwood. The majority of the people always take the guided things with me because who wants to do business by themselves? You know what I mean? It's just, if you can, do the guided. But we also, for the very first time, are offering something called the Fast Track Upgrade, which is $4,997 in its entirety. And by the way, there's payment plans on any of these. But this is for the woman she's done dabbling. She needs help today. This is for the woman who wants Team Allwood and me in her corner. We're going to do funnels and design for you. With you. We're going to give you a private roadmap to what you need to be doing over the course of the next few months. We're going to help you with all of your copy on your website and your emails, give you a lead generation toolkit, and you get Voxer support to me, my director of ops, my sales and marketing director for the next 6 months. That is a bargain, friends, a stinking bargain. So if you can swing that fast track, let's do it. So listen, you are just one step away from having some momentum in your business. I believe that you are just one offer away from having clarity, one offer away from having some impact and income on this side of heaven. So let me help you build that. Pick your path, either the self-paced, the guided, or the fast track. Again, it's at offermagnet.biz. But don't spend another year like trying to do this yourself or trying to figure out how you can get it done, trying to figure out how to make all the things on your own. Let us help you. We have done this hundreds of times. Let us help you get what you have out into the world so you can make impact and income on this side of heaven. I cannot wait to see you there. All right, friends, have a good one. Bye bye.